The Modern Eater Show live from Fort Myers, Florida. I'm Jay Parker. You're looking at Bryan Freeman, the man who invented produce. And somewhere out there is a Colorado mermaid. Greg Hollenbach. Greg, can you? We're doing a show here. We're doing a show. Would you come over and talk to us, sir?
Wait. We have a day off.
No, we cannot have a day off. You know as well as I do that local never stops. And wherever you are, you're local. What are you drinking?
That is right.
Look at that. Beach Blonde Ale.
What are we doing?
How's Fort Myers, fellas?
Fort Myers? I'm in Honolulu.
No. They're in Fort Myers, Florida, and they're checking out the Florida scene for food and beverage. Bryan Freeman, what have you guys seen and done so far?
It is hot, Jay Parker. It's hot, brother. We have been looking really around at just getting our local bearings, quite honestly. We're talking to the local people, and that's different. It is really different. But it's beautiful down here, a little too warm for my liking. I think it's got to be over 90 outside. Greg's loving it.
Perfect.
Perfect. So you're inside, Greg's outside.
Yep, I'm holding down the fort at the master command here.
So that's your boat? You're going to be firing that thing up?
My boat, Jay.
Yeah, that's right. That's your boat. Well, listen, I'm glad you guys are
about 20 more of these and get on that boat.
I'm glad you guys are working and not having a good time because it's not a vacation. Let's be very clear. The Modern Eater is in Florida to work, Greg, and we're we're working on the fall dinner series. We're working on the fall road trip.
Road trip.
Oh
yep.
my!
Let's talk about this. We have an announcement, you guys.
Do it.
The ladies from the CRA are. I said, hey, can we announce this, just so in case they want to change their mind. We're going on a road trip through Colorado. We're going to visit their chapters at the CRA. We've got some farms and ranches and breweries and distilleries that we want to go see. We're teaming up, and it's going to be the Emmy Craw road trip.
The what road trip?
Emmy Craw.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't that just roll off the tongue?
Yeah, that's
the Emmy Craw.
Yeah, that's easy, man. That sounds
road
good.
Trip.
That sounds good.
So, no, in all seriousness, this is going to be cool because the end of, it's harvest right now, Bryan, right?
Exactly, it is. That it is.
And we're going to go get talk about the delicious stuff we're going to go get and talk about what this is going to look like, the dates, the whole thing. I'm going to clear my mind a little bit while you do that.
Well, what Greg was talking about is we are getting fired up and making all the plans to go on our fall road trip. And what that entails, we're going to head to Breckenridge, Palisade, then down into Durango, over to Saguache, and we're going to finish up in Pueblo because of the fact, oh, wait, I don't mean to forget Lamar, and we're going to see our great friends at Colorado Mills Oil. But we're going to take this road trip and end in
You know how hard it is
Pueblo.
to keep your arms up for 60 seconds straight?
I saw you
literally.
I saw you doing the synchronized swimming with, by yourself. So
you know how hard it is to keep him focused while that pool in the outside is out there.
Technically,
I'm still mad at you about our rental car, Bryan.
Mr. Ballerina out there.
Our rental car. We don't have a rental car. We do not.
No.
We just have a boat. And I'm going to show you around in a minute here, Jay. But here's the thing. Here's a topic I want to talk to you about, and then we're going to tell you more about our road trip and our fall dinner series. But Jay, if you feel uncomfortable being in a restaurant where people are sitting at a table of 8 or more, don't fly on an airplane.
Well, I thought that the social distancing carried over to flights too. Am I mistaken?
No. The airlines have too much money, man. That thing was packed like a sardine.
How many people you figure were on that flight to Florida?
Well, like I said, there were 3 rows or 6. There was 6 in each row, and there was 30. So I'm saying it was right at about $1.80.
Okay. nuts to butts, Jay. Whether you know them or not, all you have to do is wear a mask, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But you are in close quarters for 4 hours with 175 of your closest friends.
Okay, so two-part question. One, how did it feel? I mean, were you
It
uncomfortable?
It felt like we were. It felt like, how can you allow this? But you can stand by and watch small businesses everywhere die with the strangulation of regulation that's happening right now. It felt like, how can you possibly say that this is okay, but that's not okay?
Mm-hmm. Well, that was the second part of my two-part question was going to be, how does that play a role in our restaurants? So I can't. So you're saying that I can't go out to dinner and sit closer to 6 feet with somebody inside because of these regulations, and yet if I want to take a trip to Fort Myers, really not that big a deal to put people next to each other.
That is exactly
not only put people next to each other, cram them in next to each other. There's no escape. Now they say this, Jay.
Yo.
Do you believe that an airplane can actually circulate 100% of its air in 3 minutes or less within the cockpit? Do you believe that?
I'm not smart enough to say I do or I don't, but
hey, Jay, in their defense, they said 97%.
90%. Where's all that air coming from? Do they have
They say the outside. So here's the thing. Why can't we, with that certainty, do the same thing for restaurant air, Bryan?
Yeah, well, I listen. It is so complex because you get into things of like everyone takes off their mask in a restaurant. So maybe
I lost Bryan and I lost Greg at the same time, it seems. So you're watching the Modern Eater Show.
That's something we have to give.
I have you, Jay.
Yeah, I lost you. I lost 2/3 of the Modern Eater for just a second there. Let's just what they call a reset in the biz, Bryan. So Jay Parker, Bryan Freeman, Greg Hollenbach, 2/3 of the Modern Eater are live from Fort Myers, Florida, and we're chopping up a little bit about they were on an airplane with 200 people. Everything looks fine. Stop doing that. Everything looks fine. I don't know what you're looking at.
Is Greg back?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
And so the boys were on a flight out to Fort Myers and packed in there like sardines, and so I lost the last minute of what you guys said. Freeman, if you could redo that.
Yeah. So I mean, the situation is the fact that when you're in a restaurant, you do take off your mask for a minute. In this plane, they were taking off their mask, but everyone was supposed to wear it, and the flight attendants were coming over. Now, that doesn't excuse the fact that people were walking around, and Greg and I witnessed one gentleman that walked up and down the entire plane, both directions, like that. That's exactly – do you see how Greg is demonstrating, folks?
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what this gentleman was doing, walking down both sides, both up and down, touching every single thing. I saw some other people touching other people's shoulders the whole way down. I think it was interesting because I'll tell you, when I listen to Polis and I understand the pain that the restaurant people are going through, and I listen to Polis talk about data and talk about people getting inebriated, that one gentleman who they weren't serving anything on the airplane, but the way he was handling himself, I felt was like an inebriated person.
So, I mean, we're dealing with a pretty large-scale double standard, right, for restaurants versus airlines, and then you bring in the Walmart conversation. Greg's frozen, by the way.
But that pose is priceless.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good to be frozen like that. Undoubtedly, his phone overheated out there in the pool because that's what we've been running into with you guys all day long. Yeah. Well, Freeman, what are some of the places you guys are going to be visiting while you're out in Fort Myers, if you know, or at least an idea of what you're doing, and then we'll play some of our sponsors.
We've had some food from a place called the Sandbar. That was our first entree into the local fare here. And the sandbar was good. It was just, a pizza and salad. I will tell you, we are in a place of where it's sort of the end of the road. So everything is brought in here. And your options are limited for sure. But it's a beautiful place. And speaking of, I'll show you, I'll give you a little view here, Jay, if you can see that.
Oh,
we're right on one of the canals here in Fort Myers.
That is nice.
Right at the base of Fort Myers Beach here. Got a nice backyard.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bryan Freeman, Greg Hollenbach, Jay Parker, Bryan and Greg.
I was hoping we could see some manatees out here because we do have some manatees right behind the house.
Show me which. Now, are you allowed to fish for those? Watch your finger on that camera there.
I don't think you can fish for the manatee. I do not think you can fish for them. But they do exist. They're right out here. And the last time I tried to come, it was...
I don't see anything. I don't see any manatees. You're looking at Fort Myers, Florida. Greg,
yep, no manatees, but it is gorgeous out here, I got to tell you. Greg did a great job at getting us a nice house right here in the heart of it.
It's gorgeous enough to where you're spending all your time inside because it's too hot for you. Is that what you mean by it's gorgeous out here?
It is.
So we want people to enjoy their Labor Day. We're going to get away right now, but Jay, the point is as we're traveling, it's very tough because we are in love with our local businesses and our local restaurants. It's tough when you go see these huge multinational conglomerates such as airlines that are able to get this pass. And the pass is that there's no social distancing. There's no rules. The only thing that you have to do is you wear a mask. I can tell you right now, it was a little uncomfortable, especially where we come from in Colorado. We're hoping to check out the best of the best in Florida, give you some great culinary and agricultural, just show you what's going on here. At the same time, we've got that big announcement with the CRA. We can't wait to team up with these ladies. These are the best of the best. We're going to go on a road trip together. We're looking forward to it. It's the third week in September. Be ready. We're going to bring it at you. And also, when we come back with all that delicious food, you're going to be able to join us for dinner, for the Fall Dinner Series. FallDinnerSeries.com.
FallDinnerSeries.com.
It's going to be a great time, you guys. We're getting ready for you. Give us your feedback. TheModernEater@gmail.com. Bryan and I, you've been to the Southwest Florida area. Bryan, take it away from here. We want to hear from you, and we also want to be able to give you the best of the best of Southwest Florida. So nudge us in the direction you think we should go. Groupers, the end of the story for me, man. I want to eat as much fish as possible in Southwest Florida. So for me and Bryan, Bryan's going to wrap it up with you, Jay. It's Labor Day. Enjoy yourself. You've worked hard all year long. Hopefully you're hanging out with family and friends. The Modern Eater will kick it down the road.
Freeman.
Well, okay. Isn't that beautiful in there?
Yeah. Look at that.
So one of the cool things that we do get to see here, Jay, is a little bit of limes. We get fresh limes. I don't know if you can see that right here at the house.
Lime. Oh, a lime tree, huh? Nice. Not exactly apricots, but all right. Not too shabby. Look at that. Those just grow. Are they ripe?
Yeah, we picked one yesterday that was tasty. Greg, what'd you...
Well, I think I'm losing Bryan Freeman. So
think about that lime.
Oh, I lost you.
Is it too hot?
It's just a little too hot. Why don't you walk inside, Freeman, and do a...
and we can wrap up this?
Yeah, do a sign-off for me.
One of the things that we're really... We are still very, very excited about is our Fall Dinner Series, and we're just wrapping up with the last chef and getting all that nailed down and getting the road trip itself nailed down, which is good news all the way around. And but I will tell you, this trip is a nice little reprieve. We hope that you do not get too cold there in Colorado tomorrow. If anything, this heat is just, whoo. I think you guys have been having it though, Jay, haven't you? What's been the heat out there?
It's a little warm today. Not terrible. I'm looking forward to the snow. I'm one of those people, so I say bring the cold, bring the ice. I actually think it's fun scraping my windshield on the car to get the ice off, and I'm not making that up, man. Like, I'm the first guy that'll come out and help you scrape your car just because I get some weird accomplishment kick out of it. Like, I can scrape ice. That's who I am. Well, listen, for myself, Jay Parker, for Bryan Freeman, and for Greg Hollenbach in Fort Myers, Florida, we'll catch you tomorrow live on the Modern Eater Show from somewhere in Fort Myers, Florida. We're going to listen to some of our awesome local Colorado sponsors, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, Bryan Freeman.
Thank you, Jay Parker, and everybody back in Colorado.
We started Meridium Spirits because we love the way that spirits and cocktails can bring people together to socialize, to bond, to have conversations. Well, right now we've got some big conversations to have. Coop Vodka and Coop Gin are available at liquor stores across the metro area, but if you can't find us or would like to have us behind your bar or at your restaurant, send us an email, info@meridiumspirits.com. We know things are a little different these days, but think of us the next time you're planning a virtual happy hour or a socially distant picnic. And keep an eye on our social media, Coop by Meridium, for all the latest and greatest.
Hey, Dave Thibodeau here. Hey, friends of the Modern Eater. This is Dave Thibodeau from Ska Brewing and Peach Street Distillers. I wanted to let you know that our new brew distillery is up and running again in Boulder. And we've got a great selection of ska beers. Nearly 30 on tap. We've also got all of our Peach Street spirits available, a great mixology program that we brought down from the Western Slope and Palisade. We're open limited hours, Wednesday through Friday from 3 to 10, and then we open up earlier at 10 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday and get some brunch action rolling. We have 2 great patios. Socially distanced seating is available. And you can always check for more information at scastreet.com, and hope we become your new favorite neighborhood spot. And I'd like to meet you there in the not too distant future for a beer or a drink soon. So take care, be healthy, and stay strong. And I'll talk to you later.
Hi guys, it's Cody Ann from Aspen Baking Company. We specialize in fresh, preservative-free, amazing bread. But with all the food news, go right here to the Modern Eater.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hi guys, it's Rebecca Berry with HotSchedules powered by Forth. With all of the recent COVID rules and regulations, you may feel like you have way too many cooks in the kitchen. Well, fortunately, Forth is the leading hospitality provider and partner when it comes to onboarding, HR, payroll, tax, and compliance needs. So that way you can keep all of those cooks in the kitchen and let us manage all of your administrative needs. That way you can focus back on your business and your growth plans. Give me a call for an analysis on how we can put that ROI back into your business and take those administrative burdens off your hands. Because nobody likes handling taxes. That's rebecca.berry@forth.com, rebecca.berry@forth.com. And hey, you know what's cool, guys? Keeping your mask on so that way we can keep our doors open.
Hey, Modern Eater fans, I'm Don Trobo with The Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hey guys, at the Modern Eater, this is Bryan with Elevation Food Service Reps. I'm here with one of ourselves, a newly appointed hospitality specialist, Felina Hilliard. And we're here in our showroom, and we've got our bar set up, we've got a lot of chai. Come see us, come see what we've got, and Felina can help you guys out in the world of hospitality with anything. Take a little journey into the 38th Avenue kitchen just to see what's going on in here. And as I come in here, I'm noticing, Howard, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Show me, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? Look at this beautiful equipment in here. Look at this beautiful, chefs, restaurateurs, anybody that has anything to do with food service, come on over. We'd love to help you with menu development, love to show you everything about equipment, and maybe we'll even have a few pops.
Hey there, barbecue all-star. This is your year, so what if you weren't drafted? The only draft you need to be worried about is actually spelled D-R-A-U-G-H-T, and it's adult for the word beer. It's barbecue season, baby. Now get out there and grill your ass off.
Hey guys, it's Bryan Rizuto with Encore Energy, the guy who saves your businesses money on natural gas. I know these are crazy, crazy times right now. So while your business is working on increasing your sales, let me work on saving you guys money on your natural gas. I make it as easy as possible. Just provide 12 months worth of natural gas bills to me. I'll do the rest. I know you're really busy, so let me get to work for you. You can reach me at 720-245-5771. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and let me try to save you some money in these crazy times. Bye.
Hi, Charlie from Brews Beers here, and I'd like to tell you about our brand new Abbey 4-pack, featuring the 4 main products of Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So there's the single, the double, the triple, and the quadruple. And let's talk about singles today. Singles or ankles are traditionally monk's beers served at meal times and during the day. They're low in alcohol, 3 to 5.5%, and they're often second runnings from stronger beers like triples or quadruples. This one is 3.8% ABV, and it's made from the second runnings from our triple. So what they're known for is lightness and drinkability. They're biscuity flavor with distinct hoppiness, and they're very refreshing. Great summer beers, available at either Brews location, 67th and Pecos, or at Colfax in York, and at fine liquor stores throughout the metro area. Pick up your Abbey 4-pack today and take home some Belgian-style badassery.
Raise your hand if you love bread. Ooh, raise your hand if you love bread. AspenBaking.com. You guys, I am a bread lover. I don't need meat. I don't need cheese. I don't need all that. You guys can have that. If you're a bread lover like me and you enjoy fresh bread with no chemicals, the artificial coloring, all the garbage that some places put in there, and frozen. Some people freeze their bread. You don't want that. What you want is AspenBaking.com. Since 1994, they've been baking the freshest bread in Denver. Hashtag, how's your Aspen? AspenBaking.com. You can order direct. You can order online at AspenBaking.com. You can go to Amazon Fresh if you're one of those folks. Amazon Fresh can get you Aspen Baking's bread. If I have a new thing I'm saying for Aspen Baking, and that is if you bake it, they make it. That's right. If you bake it, they make it. Go to AspenBaking.com. It's bread. That's what it is. It's bread. That's what they do. They do it better than anybody in town, and they're awesome, and I love them, and it's AspenBaking.com, AspenBaking.com. Thanks for watching the show. We'll see you guys next time.